Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying their summer. Everything is going very, very well. It's Parshas Balak, and I wanted to share a very, very quick idea. We're told in this parsha that Balak sends Bilam to curse the Jewish people. And as part of that process, Bilam notices, sees something very, very unique in how the Jewish people have their tents set up. And we say this every single day, but he says he can't curse them. It's impossible after all. What comes out of his mouth is Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenosecha Yisrael. Literally, how beautiful are your tents, the tents of Beis Yaakov, Mishkenosecha, the dwellings of Yisrael. And Rashi points out what did Bilam notice? What was he praising? So Rashi says, Al shero'a pischehem she'enan mechuvanim zeh mul zeh. Quotes the Gemara Bava Basra Daf Samach that there was a certain snius, a certain modesty that the homes had, that the openings of each tent were not facing each other, but you had one opening, let's say, going to the left, and the next door tent, its opening was facing the other direction so that people would respect each other's privacy. There was no encroachment, no breach of tznius in how the camp was set up, and that struck Bilam. How could I curse these people? Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov. The Sforno and the Orach Chaim cite a different type of ohel, and they look to, says the Sforno, I'll quote the Sforno for you, Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov. What are these ohalim that are so beautiful, so special? Bate Torah. These were the places of Torah learning. And what was the Mishkenosecha Yisrael? So those were the Bate Knesios Umigdash. Those are the Beit Knesset, the places of Tefillah, the places of prayer. Something once again stood out in what Bilam saw, in that the Bate Midrashim, the Bate Knesset had something unique, something special in these houses of worship that was noticed by Bilam, and therefore he couldn't go ahead and curse them. They had a certain power that they were bringing to the Jewish people. This is what the Orach Chaim Kli Yakar also point out. So perhaps we can bridge this gap a little bit, because yes, on the one hand, the Jewish home, that's what Rashi points to. The Jewish home, the family, and a certain modesty, a certain snius, a certain approach in the Jewish home. And then the Sforno looks at the public houses of the Jewish people, the places of Torah learning, the Bate Midrashim, the Bate Knesios. But also there was something very, very special about those houses as well. And I'm very fond of quoting a Gemara in Maseches Psachim Daf Peches, because the Gemara there cites a pasuk in Tehillim, and it says, the pasuk in Tehillim refers to the Harabais, the Beis HaMikdash. It refers to it as V'na'ale el Hashem, let us alight, let us go up to Hashem, el Beis Elokei Yaakov, to the house of the God, Elokei Yaakov, the God of our father Yaakov. And the Gemara in Pesachim is bothered. Elokei Yaakov v'lo Elokei Avram. Why is it referred to as Elokei Yaakov and not Elokei Avram? Why not Elokei Yitzchak? So the Gemara tells us that this place, the Beis HaMikdash, the Harabayis, it was named after Yaakov, not after Avram, not after Yitzchak. Why not after Avram? Lo Avram shekosav bo har, because Avram referred to that place, the Beis HaMikdash, as a har. Behar Hashem Yera'eh. That's how Avram referred to it. And velo ki Yitzchak, because Yitzchak referred to Harabayis, the Makom HaMikdash, as a sadeh. As it says, Vayetze Yitzchak lasuach basadeh. Ela ki Yaakov. But Yaakov referred to it as a bayis. Shne'emar vayikra es shem hamakom hahu Beit El. Yaakov referred to it as Beit El. So we're not going to name it Harabayis, the Makom HaMikdash, after Avram. He referred to it as a har. The har Yera'eh. Not after Yitzchak, he referred to it as a sadeh. Vayetze Yitzchak lasuach basadeh, rather after Yaakov, who referred to it as a bayis. You see, Avram was the iconoclast. Avram was the first one who brought monotheism to the world, and for him this was a har, something to climb, something to reach the top was only for the very, very special few. Vayetze Yitzchak lasuach basada, he referred to this makom as a sada. Yitzchak's midah is the midah of gvura, of the midah of amelus, of real toiling, of tremendous work, and that's what a sada represents. To get food out of a sada requires hours upon hours upon hours of back-breaking, arduous labor. Yaakov was on the heels of Avram, who called it a har, on the heels of Yitzchak, who called it a sada. For Yaakov, the Makom HaMikdash was a bias. And what does bias represent? A Jewish home? Whether you're talking about the Beit Knesset, Beis HaMedrash of the Sforno, or the Ohel, the private home of Rashi. What a home is all about is the place you feel most comfortable, the place where you can be most yourself, the place where at the end of a hard day's work in the office, you come back and you refresh, you re-energize, you are rejuvenated. That's why the Beis HaMikdash, the Makam HaMikdash, is referred to as a bias. It's referred to as the place of Elokei Yaakov, because for him, on the heels of Avram and Yitzchak, it was the most natural of places to be. And perhaps that's what Bilam saw, whether you go with Rashi or whether you go with the Sforno. Rashi tells us tremendous insight, but the bias HaYehudi, the Jewish home, is a place of tremendous Kedusha. It is the Migdash Ma'at. It's a place of tznius. It's a place of tefillah. It's a place of Torah. And the Beit Knesset, the Beis Medrash, these are the core public institutions of our people. And Bilam saw something special there as well. But the common denominator of my private home, my bias, and my Beit Knesset, my Beit HaMikdash, my Beit HaMedrash, the common denominator is they're all batim. They're home. And I tell people all the time, it is not a house of worship. It is not a house of learning. It is a home. A home is a place where it's warm. It's inviting. It's something where, a place where I feel I'm with family. I'm with my people. I'm so comfortable. And that's what Bilam saw. He saw something so unique and so special about the Beis HaMedrash, about the Beis HaKnesses, and perhaps most importantly, about the Jewish home. A place where we can be our most authentic selves. And when we have that opportunity, we are certainly blessed. And when we have those institutions working in the best fashion possible, so our enemies, they can't curse us. They can't touch us. All they can utter, all they can say is Matovu O Alecha Yaakov.